Hello, everybody. This is Mrs. Wild from WCA Astronomy 1, and I am looking at your portfolio from the first unit. And this is where you're going to be making an infograph from a specific object. So I do have, hang on a sec. I do have an intro page on here, and on the intro page at the moment, there is just a link for the video or for the worksheet. And I'm going to open that up for you now. There will be the video there that you're watching when you do watch this later as well. But what you're going to be doing is you're going to be choosing an item. It can be a solid, liquid, or gas, or if you really want to do a plasma or something like that, you certainly can as well. And you're going to, this is kind of your planning chart, and then you have to create an infographic using this planning chart or the information found in the planning chart. So you're going to make a copy of this, and you're going to be turning in your copy. So let's say, for example, you chose an item such as, I don't know, I'm looking around for a moment, and I'm seeing my my salt shaker. Okay, you guys can't do salt shaker. There's a good chance that you probably did not. So this is a solid, and you got to pick one part of the salt shaker that is an element. Now remember, elements are only going to be found as an item on the periodic table. You don't want to pick a compound. Like I could think, okay, within my salt shaker, my beautiful little tiny baby salt shaker, there's salt, right? I like to put on my food because I like salt. But salt is not an element. If I looked up salt, table salt, I would find that it is sodium chloride, right? So I could choose, for example, sodium is one of my elements. So sodium is one of my elements. Sodium is a metal, okay? And I want to find a picture of sodium. I don't want to find a picture of salt. I want to find a picture of sodium. So I'm going to look up sodium, and I'm just going to find a picture. And I got to realize that sodium is a metal. So this is a picture of sodium. A picture of a pile of salt is not sodium. It is a compound called sodium chloride. So we want a picture of the element. Now you can do this. That's beautiful. Or I've had people also turning in pictures like this. And that's okay too. If you want to give me a picture of the element itself, like this is kind of like a diagram of the element, that is fine. Or if you can actually get a picture of the pure element, that is great. Then we need to find the electromagnetic, what is known as the emission spectrum. Okay. Emission spectrums are light spectrums. And a sodium emission spectrum will have probably a very bright band of light close to yellow on, here we go, this is a good one here. So it will look something like this, yours will. The emission one is at the top, the absorption spectrum is at the bottom, but you do not want to have something that looks like this. This is not what we're looking for, okay? I'm gonna bring this over, but this here is not what we're looking for. We're looking for emission spectrums. If I click on this one, this has a bunch of different ones. You could crop the top one, for example. That's an emission spectrum. Okay, so it should have one or multiple bright colored lines on a black background like that. Okay, that's important. Then you have all the information you need to make your infographic. So you can use your infographic however you want to make it, that's fine. But I'm going to use Canva to make my infographic. Is this the right one? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go ahead, and actually it might be easier for me just to do this one screen at a time because it gets kind of big if I try to I'm going to create a blank infographic, right? This in Canva. You don't have to use Canva. You can use a different thing, but it's a graphic, so it's not supposed to be very wordy. It's supposed to have like pictures and things like that, and that's what we're doing. So it does give you on the assignment how I'm grading. A catchy title. The name of your item, the state of matter of your item, at least one element your item is composed of with an accompanying illustration of an atom of that element, or as I mentioned in the video, an accompanying picture of the element, an image of the emission spectrum the element produces during spectroscopy. That is what we need. So for example, maybe my catchy title is, let's see here. I'm not super good. I'll take salt. Oops. On that. I'm going to make this a little smaller because I don't want it to be so big. But I can put it up in the corner, right? The name of my item. I could use a lot of different fonts here. Salt. Oops. I just got to double click on it to open it up. I forgot. So salt shaker. And I'm going to just kind of like angle it just to kind of put it someplace a little bit in the middle. Actually, if I want to put it right there, but you get the idea, right? The state of matter. I could just write solid on there someplace, but maybe I want to put a picture. Maybe I'm going to Google something and I'm going to put a picture that looks like this on here. Oops, gotta move my picture. Okay, so this is telling me it's a solid, right? I'm going to move this around, put it down here. It is a solid. And so on and so forth. So just add all your items, all of them on that list, on your infographic. Once you have the infographic that you can, let's see here, you can download it and you can do a PDF, that's fine. Let me see what other options they give you. You can do a JPEG too, if you'd prefer. I think those are probably your two best options because PDFs, you can certainly attach a PDF. And then this will be in your downloads. And you can attach that as an item in the Dropbox. Okay, so that's what you're doing for this. You can turn this in with the sheet that I gave you, or you can just turn in the infographic all by itself. So hopefully that makes sense, you guys. If you have questions, please let me know. My extension here at school is 50118. And hopefully that goes well. Have a great day.